All righty, welcome back. So, what we're going to do is take a look at a few shortcuts and apps we can use for OCR and for reading text. So, this is e-learning with Erica. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. So, here I built this accessibility shortcut, and it's basically a widget. And if I tap on it, I built it with several options. So it shows a menu. I have Seeing AI, Be My Eyes, Magnifier, Call Annie. I don't have anymore, but Calculator, Extract Text, Shortcut, and Take Photo, Extract. So these are a few classroom tools that you can set up, or you can just use them straight from that. So, but I wanted to put them all for quick access, of course. So let's go ahead and check out Seeing AI. So I'm going to go back, and we have Seeing AI has several features and functions, but we're just going to explore the first two. So this is a printed book here, and this is just a book, tactile book builder guide to designing tactile books, something I got from work. So here I'm going to tap on short text and then hold it over the book.
Tactile alphabet books. Most mainstream alphabet books rely completely on the child's ability to identify visual pictures and print letters. Because the child can identify the pictured object and say it aloud, he can be helped to hear the beginning letter sound in the object. Short text.
All right. So as you see, it allows you to immediately start reading any text on paper or on signs or posters, etc. So if we use the OCR, so that did a pretty good job actually. We can also use OCR. That's the next, and that was OCR as well, but we're going to capture text and scan it using OCR. So the next option, we're going to tap here on the
Document.
icon, hold the camera
Hold
over
steady.
the book.
Processing.
I don't know if it got it all. Let's see. I don't think so though. Oh, maybe. Let's see. I'm going to press, so it shows you the print. I'm going to press the play button.
Tactile alphabet books. Most mainstream alphabet books rely completely on the child's ability to pictures and print letters. Because the child can identify the pictured object, he can be
Okay, so I think it did not get it. It says on the child's pictures and print letters. Okay, so it did cut it off. I thought it did. So let's go back. We're going to have to rescan. We're going to tap back. And we can either hit the capture button or we could just hold it over the book or the page.
Steady.
Yeah, and it's not grabbing it. So let me go ahead and take it manually.
No text recognized.
Yeah, I had to move it. So let me go ahead and capture it manually using the capture button.
Hold steady. Processing.
Okay, now hopefully that'll be better.
Tactile alphabet books. Most mainstream alphabet books rely completely on the child's ability to pictures and print letters.
Oh, I think it cut it off again. Maybe it's not enough light. Let me adjust the light, because this is one of the things you'll go through as you're using OCR. So you got to know kind of what's going on with the text you're reading. So I turned the light up a little bit. Let's try it again.
Bottom right corner not visible. Hold steady. Hold steady. Processing.
Yeah. Keeps doing that. Let me see something here. Ability to, yeah, it's cutting it off. Try to capture
right
it once.
Not visible. Right edge not visible. Processing.
Let's see if that got it.
Tactile alphabet books. Most mainstream alphabet books rely completely on the child's ability to eye pictures and print letters.
Weird, but it's not capturing everything. It might be the pictures throwing it off. So, well, that's an option. Let's see if we can find another option, because if lighting isn't right, the surface or the paper you're looking at isn't, conducive to the scanning, then that could be an issue as well. So let's see here. Let's go back.
No.
Let's use something else. Let's try Be My Eyes. So Be My Eyes is more for live volunteers, and they also have Be My AI. So let me actually get my other phone out, because that's the one I'm logged into. So I'm going to move this for a second and go to Be My Eyes here. So here, Be My Eyes. Okay. So this one shows, it says call a volunteer. I'm going to go ahead and just tap it so you can see how it works.
Please wait. Finding the first available volunteer. Connected.
Hello?
Hi, how are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
Good, good. Just testing out Be My Eyes here. Can you see what's on this picture here in this book?
Yes, there's a couple of things that are a little fuzzy, but I think I can make them all out.
How about now?
Yeah, I can see most of them. Is that tape? Is there anything in particular you're looking to see?
What is this pink thing here?
That looks like an oven mitt or a
Okay.
mitten.
A mitten. Okay. What is this thing?
That's a fork.
Fork. Okay. What about this?
That's a wristwatch.
Okay. And this right here?
It's a small tube of toothpaste.
All right. Thank you so much for this support. I appreciate
You're very
you.
welcome.
All
My
right.
pleasure.
Bye-bye.
All right. Bye.
Okay. So I can mark that as a good call. I mean, it was kind of fuzzy because, of course, that's my camera lens, but not too bad. Not too bad. So he was able to help identify some of the things on the book, but they also have Be My AI. So let me bring my other camera back in, or my other phone, and I'm going to tap on Be My AI. And I'm going to see if I can take a picture of this screen here and see what it does. So I tap take picture. And it's vibrating. Okay, so it says spiral bound book open to a page titled Tactile Alphabet Books. And then it kind of goes on to describe it, and then I can ask it more questions. Okay, so if I'm using voiceover here, of course, I would be able to scroll through and see exactly what it says. Okay, not too bad. All right, so let's switch back to our other phone. So we tested out so far. We tested out Seeing AI, Be My Eyes. Now let's look at the magnifier app. So here you can basically use your phone as a magnifier. So if I wanted to zoom in a little bit more on those pictures, I can. So as you see, that is a fork, clothespin, shell, birthday candle, mitten or mitt. I'm not sure what that is, but I'm sure it's listed somewhere here. So I can kind of zoom in. But if I wanted to go back here and use the capture button, let's see what happens here. Oh, actually, let me redo that. I'm going to get it fully in frame, and then I'm going to tap capture. And now there is something called reader. I'm going to tap on reader, and you see the OCR picks up all of the text. So let's go ahead and tap the AA on the bottom right, and then tap on listen.
Tactile alphabet books. Most mainstream alphabet books rely completely on the child's ability to identify visual pictures and print letters. Because the child can identify the pictured object and say it aloud,
Okay, so that actually did a really great job capturing the text. So here we can, let's see, we have font, we can adjust, we can make the actually this font bigger. So as you see in the background, it is enlarging. So let's see.
It can be helped to hear the beginning letter sound in the object's name book for ball, and then to see the letter B on the page. Adding Braille to these often does little good if there is not a...
Okay, wonderful, wonderful. So we have this, and then I can of course make it, speak faster, etc. But that's not too bad. So this is the magnifier app again. That's this is the iOS version. You have a reader option, and of course you can adjust all these different settings, or you can just use, oops, let me close that out, or you can just use the magnifier itself to zoom in on details. Very good. All right, next, this is like an overview. This is an overview. So we looked at Sing AI, Be My Eyes, the magnifier, Call Annie. I don't have any more. Here's the calculator, very basic. You just tap on it and you can just do what you have to do. Okay. Let's go back. Extract text camera roll image. This is actually a shortcut I made up. So I hope it still works. Let me see. Oh. Oh, okay. So this one is one that I built to, so I need to take a picture. That's what I do here. So I'm going to take a picture of this page. And again, make sure you have decent lighting. And I'm going to go back to that little shortcut here and extract text, camera roll, tap on it, and let's see how it does. Okay. I haven't used this phone since I updated it, so let's see. Okay, so it says extracted text from photo, tactile, alphabet books. So here, if I wanted to use voiceover, I can to read it.
Voiceover on, notes, folders, back button, note, text from.
Okay, so
August 31st, 2025 at 9:25 p.m. Note, extracted text from photo tactile alphabet books. Most mainstream alphabet books rely completely on the child's ability to identify visual pictures and, note, page 1 of 11, top of screen, notes.
All right, so this allows you to take a picture. So this is the shortcut I built. It allows you to take a picture of text, and then it extracts the text. So my shortcut is extracts the text
Screen dimmed.
And puts it into
Alphabet.
a note on the Notes app on iOS. So that's good. That's another way you can use this. And say you're using it for, I'm going to turn off voiceover. Turn off voiceover.
Okay. Voiceover is now off.
So say you needed to edit this. Say it's a worksheet, right? Say you're a teacher or your professor or what have you, or if you're an adult, your boss, or if you're at home, you are given a worksheet or something to fill out. You can use this shortcut. And like I did, take the picture, have all the information extracted into the Notes app, and then from here you can edit it. And so once you edit it, you can use the share sheet to send it wherever you need to. So it's another option. And then lastly, let's look at the extract. Can't talk. Extract text, take photo. So this is another one I built. And tap on it. Opens up the camera, and you can also make it where it'll auto capture. So this one, it opens up the camera app viewer. All right, so I took a picture of the page, and I'm going to tap use photo, and it's working its magic, and voila, as you see, quickly. It extracted the text from the photo, and it actually does a good job. I actually like it better than using Seeing AI, if I want to actually interact with the text, and it goes right into the notes. And like I said, I have more leverage. I can definitely share. You can do the same thing with Seeing AI though. Okay. And then of course you have another app called, let me get my other phone out. It is called starts with an E. Envision. Okay. So there's another app called Envision, and it pretty much does the same thing the other two OCR apps do, but I'm showing you on this phone. You can use the instant text feature. Let's see how that does.
Tactile alphabet books. Most mainstream alphabet books rely completely on the child's ability to identify visual pictures and print letters. Because the child can identify the pictured object and say it aloud, he can be helped to hear the beginning letter sound in the object's name book for both.
Okay, so as you see, this one actually did a lot better than Seeing AI. And it could be this phone's camera. This is an SE. I'm not saying the SE is inferior, but I don't know. I might have to try it on this one again and see if it makes a difference. But this one did a pretty good job out the gate. So to be fair, let me try to find Seeing AI and see if it makes a difference. So I use it on my SC3. Let's try it on here.
Tactile alphabet books. Mayavtal Jayan alphabet beak relies completely on the child's ability to identify visual and it.
Okay, not great, not great. As you see, it's reading gibberish. Okay, so maybe that's the Seeing AI thing because I tried it on both and it kind of didn't give me great results, but it looks like Envision actually had a better had it was a better outcome with that. So let's try scan text with Envision.
All edges visible. Hold steady.
Okay, so I got all the edges.
Processing.
Processing the text.
Tactile alphabet books. Most mainstream alphabet books rely completely on the child's ability to identify visual pictures and print letters. Because the child can identify the pictured object and say it aloud, he can be helped to hear the beginning letter sound.
All right. So this one did a real good job. So far, the winner is Envision, and kind of the one that I made up too, the shortcut that I made up. So yeah, this Envision is actually performing a lot better than Seeing AI tonight. It just depends. I increased the lighting, so we're able to the camera can capture the text better. All right, let's see. I think this also has some additional features, so I'm gonna look and see. I'm gonna close this out. I feel like they have. Okay, so that you can detect colors and all those other things, but I just want to focus on text. Oh, here's Ally. Oh, I want to try. Let me try Ally. That's another option. Okay, so no. I can't do this one because I don't think I can get the camera to work. Yeah, I don't think so. Anyway, let's try another option. I'm just going to throw in a wild card. Chat GPT, absolutely love it. I have Chat GPT Plus. So let's just try I'm going to hit the plus button and select more photos. Actually, that's not what I want to do. Hold on. Let me see here. I'm just going to pull up the live because I think it's so great. All right, so let me go back. So I'm going to show you what I'm doing here on Chat GPT Plus, this little white orb here. Hello, how are you?
Hello there. So just a heads up, I'm not going to any extra sounds or chimes in here since you want me to keep it straightforward, but I'm doing great. Let me know how you do.
I love that. Thank you for remembering. I'm going to share my camera with you, and I wanted to show you the page of a book and see if you can help me read it.
Absolutely, that sounds good. Feel free to turn on your camera whenever you're ready, and I'll do my best to help describe or read what I see on the page.
Okay, so I'm hitting the three dots there and then share screen. Oh, not share screen. Sorry. Let me go.
No worries at all.
Actually, it's not. I can share my screen, but I'm not doing that tonight. I'm gonna do take photo.
Got it. That works perfectly fine. So whenever you snap that photo, just go ahead and share it, and I'll be ready to help you out with reading it.
All right, so I snapped it and see what you got for me.
Absolutely. So I'm seeing the page here, and I'll just give you a nice little read through what it's talking about. Basically, this is about tactile alphabet books. And it's saying that a lot of mainstream alphabet books really rely on kids being able to see pictures and letters visually. But if you add braille or tactile elements, it helps kids who can't rely on vision as much. So it's giving tips on how you can create your own tactile alphabet books, maybe using little objects that a child can feel, or even including interactive elements like flaps or scents. So it's really just a guide on making alphabet books more touch friendly. Let me know if you need any more detail from that.
Yeah. Do you see the pictures on the page?
I sure do. So just to describe them a bit, I see a couple of images at the bottom of the page. One of them looks like a collection of little objects, like maybe a fork, some keys, a mitten, and a few other items that are laid out on the table. It's basically showing examples of things you could use in a tactile book. And then there's another couple of images showing how you might arrange those objects or use them on a page. So they're just giving you a visual idea of how to make these books a little more hands-on and touchable. Let me know if that helps.
Okay. On there, they have a few books, children's books. Can you tell me which children's books they reference?
Absolutely. So, from what I'm seeing on the page, they mention a couple of children's books by name. One is Dr. Seuss's ABC, and they give a little example like Aunt Annie's Alligator, AAA. And they also mention Chicka Chicka Boom Boom, which is another fun rhyming alphabet book. So, those are the specific children's books they reference here.
Wonderful. So as let me mute here. So as you see, this I am
Of
like,
course. And just to let you know, I'm here whenever you want to dive back in, or if there's anything else you need me to help with.
okay, let me stop him for now. All right, so what as you see the and it gives you a transcript as well, but as you see seeing it I'm sorry, this chat GPT does a wonderful job. I really recommend it. If you can, splurge on the $20 a month. It helps with identifying images. He kind of gave us a brief overview, but he does go into more depth if you prompt him more. But he was just kind of doing a summary. But what I like is not only does it just kind of scan information and tell you what's on the page or tell you the text, but if you need it more in depth, say you're, of course, PII, keeping that in mind. You don't want to share personal information to these chatbots. But if you scan a document and you want to know maybe a bill, for example, and that does kind of have your address on it. These things have location features. So I don't know. It's just up to you. But let's just, for example, scan the bill. You want to know exactly when the bill is due, or I don't know. You just have so many different things. You can isolate information and have it to tell you, what the information is. Unfortunately, you can also kind of cheat using these. So if you are a student, just try to learn the information, but you can kind of scan information and get it to answer your questions, like on a worksheet, for example. It solves math problems. It gives you answers for your homework, but you can use it as a tutor. You never know. You might want to have something to help you learn. Let's see. I'm gonna turn them back on. See if you can help us maybe practice something. So I am doing a demonstration for YouTube. So I'm live right now, and I wanted to see if you can kind of show some of the people on YouTube how you can be used as a tutor. So let's, for example, pretend we are studying for a Spanish test and we need to learn some basic greetings. Can you help tutor me?
Absolutely. I'd love to help out. So let's say we're doing a little pretend Spanish tutoring session for your audience. We can start super simple. For example, a basic greeting like hola means hello. And you could say como estás, which means how are you? And I can just kind of walk you through it like that. So just let me know what you want to cover and we can definitely do a little tutoring demo.
All right, let's just go ahead and just quiz me on some Spanish greetings.
Absolutely. Let's do a quick little quiz. So I'll say something in Spanish and you can just tell me what you think it means. For example, if I say buenos dias, you can tell me what that translates to. And whenever you're ready, we'll go for it.
Okay, does that mean good day or good morning?
Exactly. You got it. Buenos dias is used for good morning. It's kind of like a nice morning greeting. So you're spot on there. And we can just keep going with a couple more if you want. Let me know how you're feeling about it.
Let's do about 4 more.
Absolutely. Let's do it. All right. Here's the next one for you. If I say buenas tardes, that would be your next phrase to guess. And just let me know what you think that one means. And we'll keep rolling with a couple more.
Is that good afternoon?
You got it. Exactly. Buenas tardes is indeed good afternoon. So you're 2 for 2. All right, let's do another one. If I say buenas noches, you can tell me what that means, and then we'll have a couple more after that.
Is that good night?
Exactly right again. Buenas noches is indeed good night. You're nailing all of these. All right, let's do 2 more just for fun. If I say como te llamas, you can let me know what that means, and then after that, we'll wrap up with one last one.
Is that what is your name?
Yes, absolutely spot on. Como te llamas means what is your name? So you're doing perfectly here. All right, let's finish with one last one. If I say mucho gusto, you can let me know what that one means, and then we'll be all set.
Isn't that like a response if somebody says, like, thank you, you're welcome, or something like that? I don't know.
You're super close, and you're definitely in the right ballpark. Mucho gusto is actually what you'd say when you meet someone, and it means nice to meet you. So kind of that friendly greeting when you're introduced. But you're totally on track. You did awesome with all of those. So I think your viewers will see you picking it up really quickly.
All right, thank you. So how many did I get correct and how many did I get wrong?
You did great. You actually got all of them correct. So you're on a perfect streak, 5 out of 5. So nicely done. And I think that was a great little demo.
It wasn't really a 5 out of 5 because the last one you kind of helped me with, but thank you for tutoring me. Let me see. What's another tutoring thing I can go over with you? Oh, can you say everything that we just went over in Spanish?
Yeah, absolutely. And honestly, you did great, even if I gave you a tiny hint at the end. But let's do a quick recap in Spanish. So I'd say something like, hacemos lo que vivos. Primero, hola significa hello. Luego, buenos días is good morning. Buenas tardes is good afternoon. And buenas noches is good night. Dijimos, ¿cómo te llamas? Que significa what is your name? Y mucho gusto, que es nice to meet you. And there you go. That's a little summary in Spanish. Let me know if you need anything else.
All right. Thank you so much. Can you quiz me on my 5 timetable? I'm trying to go easy. Now let's do let's do the 5s.
Absolutely. Let's dive into some toss tables and keep it nice and easy. We'll do the 5. So I'll just throw a couple at you. For example, let's start with 5 times 3, and you can give me the answer, and then we'll run through a few more.
Okay, is 5 times 3 105?
Well, not quite 105, but let's try. 5 times 3 is actually 15. But hey, we can keep going and practice a couple more. So let's try another one, like 5 times 6, and you can give that a go.
Okay, I just wanted to see what you would do if I got it wrong. Okay, so you said 5 times 3. So can you give me a hint on how I can solve that?
Absolutely. I can definitely give you a hint. So one easy way to think about the 5 times table is just to count by 5s. So if you're doing 5 times 3, you can just go 5, 10, 15, and you land on 15. So just counting up in 5s can help you get to the answer. And that's a nice little trick for any of the 5 times tables.
That is really helpful. Thank you for that. And again, that's helpful for younger ones, young learners who need to have some extra support. Okay, we can stop it there. I just wanted to show my audience just how wonderful you are and how magnificent you are and how helpful you can be for various users. So I see a few people jumping on and off my live here. So I wanted to kind of recap what we were going over and some of the things we did. So what did I have you do initially when I turned on this app?
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm glad it was helpful. So, just to recap for everyone who might be joining, when you first turned on the app, we actually looked at a page from a book together and I'll describe it and read it out for you. Then we did a little mini Spanish tutoring session, going over some basic readings. And then we just did a quick little run through of the 5 times table. So, we kind of showed how you could use me to help with reading, with language learning, with a little math practice, and just to be a friendly tutor overall. So, hopefully that sums it up. And yeah, I'm glad to be part of your demo.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
You're so welcome. I'm really glad I could help out and have fun with this. Take care and bye for now.
Alrighty. So again, absolute game changing tool. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right. So let me switch back to my other phone and we're going to wrap it up here shortly. So I demonstrated seeing AI, Be My Eyes, magnifier, calculator, extract text, and extract. Oh, take photo. Yeah, I think we did them all. We did them all. We did them all. All right. So we are done. I just wanted to do a nice overview of the tools you can use as a person with a visual impairment, or if you're someone who has learning disability or reading disability or reading impairment, then you can use any of these strategies that I showed you on the slide. All right. So that's it. We'll definitely be doing more live streams in the future. Thank you to everyone who has dropped in. I see numbers going up and down. You know, I see people joining and checking out what I got going on here. But you can watch the replay if you want to see the entire video. I'll definitely come back with another video. Thank you all again so much for being there. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.